Dames en heren, een welgemeend goedenavond. Jacob Mulenga werd geboren op 12 februari 1984. Geboorteplaats Kitwe in Zambia. Hij begon zijn voetballoopbaan in eigen land, Zambia, bij Afrisport. Hij scoorde daar ooit in 1 seizoen 28 doelpunten uit 34 wedstrijden. Mulenga probeerde in Frankrijk een contract af te dwingen. En deed dat via een proefperiode bij Stade Rennes en bij Bastia. En beide clubs namen hem uiteindelijk niet. Het was Châteauroux dat hem een contract aanbood in de Franse tweede divisie. Van 2004 tot 2009 stond hij daar onder contract. In 2007 en 2008 speelde hij ook nog eens een keer 22 wedstrijden voor Racing Strasbourg in de Ligue 1. Als 20-jarige maakte hij al zijn debuut voor het nationaal elftal van Zambia en had daarvoor al de nodige selecties doorlopen. Mulenga kwam op 1 juni en 1 juli eigenlijk naar FC Utrecht in 2009. En u begrijpt het al, deze uitzending gaat over Jacob Mulenga. You like it that this whole show is for you?
Yeah.
It's great, you know?
I love it. Bring it. Yeah,
bring it.
Fine.
Okay, let's start with the beginning.
Yeah.
You came from Zambia. What kind of family it was?
I'm from a really, calm, stable family. Very religious upbringing, like on discipline, respect, and a lot of hard work type of mentality.
Mm-hmm. Was sport important in your family?
Not so much, because I think with all my other family members, none of them did a lot of sport. I was the only one who did a lot of sport, and I would do everything at school.
Yeah?
Whatever. Even stuff I didn't know what to do, I would play golf, I would learn how to play tennis, volleyball, just because I wanted to compete with someone. So.
And how many brothers and sisters you had?
I had 2 sisters, one passed away when I was really young, and 2 brothers, one older one younger one.
Was it a happy youth?
Yeah, very. Every weekend would be taken out, like the only time I was allowed to actually do sports by myself or was during the weekends, and that was motocross riding.
Yeah?
With my dad behind us and everyone really strict. So
you put on a motorbike and you go through the dirt and anywhere?
Yeah.
Like crossing, we call that.
Yeah, motocrossing, that's what I did.
And for how many years you did that?
Oh, I did that from the age of 7 to the age of 15 or 16.
And when came football on that way?
Around the age of, you could say, 12, 13, I was playing at school just for fun, and we were all just playing a lot. And where I lived, like outside, there was like a football field. So then we'd get a lot of people, a lot of kids from all over the area come in, make teams and play just for fun. Sometimes we'd play till the sun goes down, and it was just one of those things. Even if we didn't have 11 against 11, you just pick a goal and have one goalie, and everyone plays against each other just to see whoever scores. So you have like maybe 7, 8 people playing on one field, no defenders, all of you are strikers, and keeper just hits the ball in the air. Whoever gets it has to try and dribble and score. So,
who was the star Jacob Mulenga was at that time on that small pitch?
Yeah, no, then it was all about guys like John Barnes, Ian Rush. Those
the Liverpool guys.
Yeah, the Liverpool guys. That's all you had, and we really just had English football. It was more of just English football. So
every weekend on TV also?
Every weekend, yeah, on TV.
So you watched everything?
Everything. English football. I would watch it all every time.
So it's maybe a dream for you in the future to play one day at the English competition?
Yeah, I think for me right now, it's just for playing football. I've already, thank God, I've already achieved so much of being a professional footballer where you get a lot of people who don't do it. So I'm just happy right now, and they keep on working.
We make a big step.
Yeah.
Do you know when you played your first game for Utrecht?
Not exactly.
No? Have you watched it again?
The first game?
Yeah? Never?
Was it, who did we play? Willem II?
No. It was in Brabant, we know. Here is he. Look at this. Michel Vorm still in the goal. Where is this?
No, I can say I remember this. Ricky scored, no?
Yeah? So this is your first goal. This is the 1st of August 2009, and this is your first game at FC Utrecht. What are your thoughts about Dutch football at that moment?
Yeah, coming from France, after when I played, like this moment, I was trying to first find my feet, and I was still wondering to think, what's the first game like? And then Yeah, it was just a bit weird. Like, our first game was with RKC, and I was thinking, okay, I have no idea where we're going. I have no idea what the team is like. And after, it was just a bit different. Like, yeah, it was. When I remember it, I haven't looked too skinny. Yeah.
Have you been much stronger in the years to come?
Yeah, here I was just skinny.
But you were fast?
Yeah, speed is not, because we had guys like Dries, and Dries
Matters?
Yeah, Dries and all the guys we had was more like, yeah, it's sort of like the way Tommy plays. It was more like get the ball and run, and that's the type of football I came with from France, because that's sort of like the football they taught me in France, to say, with your position, like, keep moving, keep running, don't stop.
What do you thought about the club?
Utrecht.
Yeah?
Yeah.
When you first came?
When I first came is when I watched the game against Groningen.
Yeah.
It was a playoff game. Marcus Berg scored 3 times and Utrecht lost at home. It was for the Europa, and I saw the stadium, and I said, okay, this is nice. It's okay, I'll come here. I'll come, because I didn't know where I was going. In France, they don't really show Dutch football.
No.
And even everyone in France would make jokes like, yeah, where are you going? What you going to do there? There's basically nothing there. But it's sort of like the French thing of seeing things. It's
the arrogance of the French.
Yeah, and that's what sometimes makes them really strong, because they know they have like a big country with multi-talented players. So for them, it's all about from there. Yeah. Next step is like the biggest teams. It doesn't really work to see them move to smaller countries.
Did you became first adapted well in Utrecht?
Yeah, a lot of people spoke English.
Okay.
Which was a really big thing for me. And then you had so many new guys coming at the same time, like Dries, all these guys, Ricky, Nana, Jan. So there was so many new players, and you had a lot of old players, like not old players, but guys who had been there for a while, like Loic, Leroy, all those guys, and it was just easy.
Did you feel that you got the basics to play at Utrecht at your style, how you wanted to play there?
After we did a couple of trainings, after I came to the training camp and everything, coming from France, because from France when I went to Strasbourg, then in the first division, I got more experience. I didn't play a lot of games, but because I was there always on the team and training with people who are like on a high level, then came back to Châteauroux. I found coming back to the second division after that was so easy.
Okay.
And I had learned so much. It made it so easy. So when I moved to Utrecht now, it was more of a different step. I found like a style of play that's more, that's not really running that much.
It's more technical and tactical.
Yeah, which is more tactical, and people are not so strong. It's not an aspect, and the trainings were less than in France.
You're not as strong as you were in other competitions?
No, I mean in other competitions, people are a lot more athletic.
Okay.
Let's put it in that sense. They're a lot more athletic. Like if you see the German competition or you see the French competition, people are very, very athletic compared to like the Dutch competition.
So that we have to learn now to make a bigger step.
The Dutch culture is good because technically and tactically, no one will come close to the Dutch. I can see even when we play amateur teams against amateur teams, like technically they're good. The only difference between them and professionals is the speed at which they execute those things.
Okay. Can we talk about your misfortune?
Yeah, no problem.
The bad times?
Yeah.
Can you watch the bad times?
Yeah. Yeah, I watched them. I've watched them a couple of times.
This is the first time?
Yeah.
Mulenga blesseert zich. En dat is niet goed. Dat zien tegenstanders. De rechterknie lijkt het grootste probleem. De wijze waarop die landt. Nee, dat ziet er niet goed uit. Laat onverlet dat het een trieste afgang is voor de aanvaller van FC Utrecht.
Dit was op 31 oktober 2010. Wat volgt is een maandenlange revalidatie. Op 14 augustus in 2011 maakt Mulenga zijn rentree. Maar 3 maanden later slaat het noodlot opnieuw toe. Het is de knotsgekke wedstrijd tegen Ajax. Het staat 3-3 en Mulenga maakt de 4-3. Je ziet het al aan zijn juichen, er is weer iets niet goed. En inderdaad, de kruisband in zijn andere knie is gescheurd. Hij mist het hele verdere seizoen.
And then came the time of coming back all the time. Were you lonely at that time?
I had so much pain because I didn't know what it was, and I'd never felt that sort of pain. I broke down for like 3 days. I was very angry.
Mm-hmm. Did you ever think of quitting?
No.
After 2 times also quitting?
No.
Never?
No.
Is it in love for the game? Or is it in love for your profession?
Not quitting, but more like trying to understand why is it happening to me. Like trying to understand because of sort of like my Christian upbringing and the faith I have. When I get like that, I'll go lock myself up in the house, go to the room and start praying. I'll pray until that pain goes away, and that's exactly what happened. Like, I'll do that, and I would go for like the second time, and when it happened, I would go there, pray, and no, was it the first time? Yeah, I think it must have been the first or second time. I can't remember really. But then after, I'll just go pray and get it out, and I'll talk to my brother. I know my father couldn't talk to me back then when he was there, or my mother, because they didn't know how to sort of like explain to me or listen to me. But my brother would talk to me and would tell me to say, like, don't worry about this. There are so many people who sort of like, you help out and you give a helping hand. There's no way God will let you fall.
Okay.
Just more like, and even with my praying, it was more like, okay, just this is more of a step where you have to learn about it. Learn something from it. Not really try and find out why, but more like what you have to learn from it.
Okay. How many games you played for Utrecht till now?
76, 78?
No, more.
83?
I think 94.
94.
In
Including
everything?
cup games?
Yeah.
Oh.
And you made some goals.
How many goals do I have?
Let's see. We like your way of celebrating the goals, and it's a bit of positivism, you know?
Yeah.
Did you enjoy every goal of them?
Yeah, I enjoyed it. Last season I enjoyed it, I had fun.
Okay. You just told me, I was honest to, your brother told you were honest to a lot of people, so it will become better with you after your injuries.
Yeah.
What I think is that the club didn't treat you well this last year. Be honest with me today. I know it's difficult, but you got to be honest with me.
No, you know what, it's like, I love Utrecht. It's very few clubs where you've got 2 injuries, you come back, like you had the first difficult 10 games. Because when I arrived here, I didn't score in 10 games. I scored in my 10th game. And there was a small period when I even thought, what's happening? I can't hit the back of the net. I was doing everything and it wouldn't go in. And then after you get 2 injuries, come back, and the supporters are still with you. Many people will get fed up with someone. And they'll just say, okay, we've had enough of him, he's always injured.
But you came always back because you worked hard, and that they like you.
Yeah, that's a good thing. Oh, that's the thing. I think we have a very good understanding with the supporters here, because
they know at the day today that you worked every day very hard to come back. And I think some guys in the club, at the board, are not respectful to you.
No, you know, like the thing with Utrecht is board decisions, those are their decisions.
Okay.
I'm like, I work for them, so I'll do what they say, and I'm sort of like the type of person who, I don't like conflict.
No.
Because I don't know how to handle conflict. I've never been in a conflict situation.
There could be some pain in you because they didn't understand. They want to sell you because you're, in spite of for the rules, you're an expensive player. Because in Holland we got some rules. But that's not respectful to say we want to sell him.
The thing that I really didn't like and I had to get over was the fact of performing so well, like you're having a season like we had last season, where we had
European football,
everything,
63 points.
Yeah, and then after, way before the season's ended, you've already made it clear to say the guys who are performing, like you have Nana and you have me, because I would sit with Nana and we'd talk about it, but would say, okay, listen, it doesn't matter, let's just get the job done and deal with that after, because we both like people who don't like conflict and who won't go up and say, oh, why is this happening?
Were there any teams you could go to in this summer?
Yeah, you had a couple of English teams and you had Spanish teams who would call my agent.
And why isn't it come to a transfer? Because they ask too much money for you?
No, I think...
Or because of your... you wanted to earn too much money at the club? The new club?
No, it's not about me. If the thing is, if I wanted to earn too much money, I would have been gone already. I did have clubs who offered a lot more money, and some that you couldn't even think, oh, okay, like that's a lot of money. In your right mind, you won't be able to say no. But people have the impression that I wanted so much money from it. Like the first thing which I need to put clear is, for me, it's not more about the money. For me, it's because I have the aspect of playing and having fun and enjoying myself.
Okay.
Like last season, where the supporters give you something, I give them back in return.
But how come you didn't go to another team?
Confusion. Those are questions that you'd have to sit down with a lot of people for that question to be answered.
So everybody asked for money for you, and everybody wanted to be your manager or something like that?
Yeah, it was all like that. There was a lot of confusion. Everyone wanted a piece of the money that would be taken, and it was just a lot of confusion. I can't even say exactly what happened because I don't know exactly what happened. I leave that aspect to like my agents and everyone. For me, it was just they knew, the club knew, and the coach even made it clear, because we spoke to the coach and he told me, I understand how you feel, because it's very confusing and it's very hard for you to actually concentrate. And like I would be trying to do my best, and like the Europa games, I gave my all, despite knowing the fact that this season you're not going to be here. We don't want you here. to put it in clear text, it's more like, yeah, this season we don't want you here because we can't afford to have you here. So we don't sort of like want you.
But that's not nice.
When you come from a season where you were a striker and you had your best season at the club,
you gave everything,
and you get that at the end of the season. Usually you do that to get rewarded. You don't you don't do that to get pushed out.
Do you stay till the end of the season, or maybe you're going away end of January?
Same reason. It's already been put out that they'd like for me to leave in January.
Yeah. And you, what do you want?
I want to play football. That's all.
And you want it in Utrecht or elsewhere?
In Utrecht, you know, wherever I'm in a sense of feeling wanted, feeling like people need you there.
Mm-hmm.
And right now, Utrecht, I know the coach needs me, and he speaks to me to say, I would like to have you, but the financial situation of the club can't allow that. And he also told me to understand that, so there wasn't me thinking, oh, the coach doesn't want to play me and everything.
But deep in your heart, where do you want to play till the end of the season?
Like, right now, I would like to play here, but I know it brings so much constraint on the club. It brings so much to the club that it would squeeze the club, and the club's made it clear to squeeze them financially. And like now it's.
Do you tell me now that whatever happens, you're leaving at the end of the month?
No, I can't say that because I don't know what's happening. Right now my focus is in getting back on the field, which is going really well, all thanks to the physios and everyone for working hard on that one.
It was nice to have you here on our table, and it was an honor to talk to you.
Thanks.
Thank you, Jacob.
Thanks, you're welcome.
Thanks, man.
No problem.